So what happens is, because he doesn't have a pubic bone strike, right? And the pubic bone strike then allows you to be that neutral to the airplane and start going into these crawls, right? But what he's doing now is, because he doesn't have a pubic bone strike, what he has to do to roll over is go way high
Yep.
to get it to go over.
Yeah.
And see, at that point, where are my eyes?
Up at the ceiling.
Well, whatever, yeah. I don't see any of you. I barely
No.
see Felipe, right? So this is where now I can't pay attention to what I was just doing. So when a child typically rolls over, if there's a pubic bone strike, right, I'm still can look at you and I can, you know what I mean? Like, I don't lose what I was working on. And then if I want to come back, I still can look, you know what I mean? And just see, I'm all around. Right? And so I don't lose. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a 4-month-old baby, and not everything's going to be perfect. Not only that, but I could be doing this. I hear a sound, and I still could be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go, but at the same time, I see this. I see you. I see you. You know what I mean? And I'm here. Just that neutral is there, right? But the child's smart. Right, this is where when the trauma, something's happened, and trauma is, again, I know people have stubbed their toes and thrown their back out, and I know people that have been in accidents and go, I'm fine. So trauma's different from each person, so you don't necessarily need to be 6 weeks premature, 10 days NICU to have life-altering movements. So,
Why, oh, sorry.
what?
Why he has more movement when he's on his back and his stomach?
Because what he's learned to do is toss. And what you're seeing, he's actually tossing his head.
Yeah.
So because he can't, his pubic bone's not striking. So when if I didn't toss my head, without being able to push down on the pubic bone, then I can't roll over. Right? And then with my pubic bone going forward and looking for the floor, well, that brings me up. So since he doesn't have that mechanism, or synchronization, however you want to look at it, didn't strike, he actually has to come up and over, right? But I bet you $5 too, looking at him now this way, they're putting him on his belly. Because if I'm just here, sorry, it's probably the right leg that's going straight. If I'm just here again, being like this, first of all, you're not even here. I can't see you. See, for me to roll over, I start looking, right? And I'm trying to reach. That's why the first time you see a baby roll over, they're like, what the heck just happened? You know, they have that stunned look. But when he's here, right? He might do this, and that's where you'll start to see this kind of roll over, but now I'm stuck because my knees are in the way. So that's one way of doing it.
So that's
So-
where Caden is right now. Because he'll roll to his side like that, but
Right.
he doesn't go to his belly.
Right. So
That makes
if,
sense because his legs are...
right, and so then you'll start seeing this, right? Because they're smart, and they're like, I know I need to go there, so they'll just start throwing stuff. So that's when I see two babies go away, and you'll see it really often with CP, which we don't have anything like that. And that's where you'll see, like if a child's out of balance, they'll do this, and then people go, well, that's ATNR, and I'm like, no, what they're doing, that's their kickstand. They're trying to say, I'm going back to my back. That's where I feel safest. And so this will prevent the fall, but now it'll keep preventing them from going forward. So they get stuck in that, quote, ATNR position, but it doesn't mean they're stuck because of the ATNR. To me, that's their body's language of saying, I'm not falling, and I'm telling you really hard I'm not falling, so I'm going to go here. And if I feel like I'm falling this way, that's where you'll see that to this. But you know what I mean? The arm is not free now to go grab a ball. Or you'll see maybe this, I feel again, and that's here, and that's where around the 8 months old, the dystonia starts, quote, picking up. That's why I believe dystonia is created due to your physical. It's not a neurological. It'll become neurological because if it's not answered, but you'll get I want to reach, gravity, balance, wherever you want to call it, is so miscued in their neurological system that they're trying to work around this, and that's where you see that. So again, so what really needs to happen, first of all, with child is, what he's also learning to do now is his back muscles are going this way on the table versus like a little boat. So needs to have the pelvic work done and all of that and the twisting so he can start doing more of this. And this is where the feet work comes in so important too. Where here, it's not that they're grabbing their feet, and that's where sometimes you'll see this or very asymmetrical, but what you want to see is where they push up and push up. And that again is that not only pre-crawl, but they're learning that their foot is pushing against their upper body. So you'll actually see almost sort of like a, and they'll start playing, but that's where they start getting their power to start going into those stands.